to determine, one, your feelings around Facebook. I'm here to give you some knowledge on how Facebook can be used to your advantage. So to kind of give you enough information that if you want to use it, you can then use it to your benefit. Or you can have then the information to then say, actually, you know what? Even though it can do all those things for me, I still don't want it. And that's fine, totally fine. But I'm just going to give you a bit more information. And I'm also here to answer any and all questions. So if anyone has a question anywhere through the presentation, please stick your hand up. I'll answer it no matter how simple or silly or whatever you think the question is, please just raise your hand. And I have to start with a few questions, because obviously this presentation needs to cater for everyone. So if you already are an avid Facebook user, I'm sorry if this presentation is maybe a bit too simplistic for you, but I have to ask if you can just raise your hand. Who has a Facebook account already? Wow, so lots of people. And who uses their account actively to communicate with people?
Only to snoop.
Only to snoop. That's fine. That's acceptable. So that's acceptable. And if you don't mind me asking, is it snooping on your, well, snooping, looking at your family? Okay, that's acceptable. Nothing wrong. Who of you feel that Facebook is too public? You don't want people seeing all your stuff? Okay. And who of you, out of those people, who of you know that you can choose how much people can see? Okay. All right. So it's a good. Okay. So now I want to show you a clip. I beeped the swear words because it's obviously not appropriate. But I don't know if any of you have seen Mrs. Brown's Boy. It's a British comedy. It's actually a man dressed in a woman's outfit, and it's about her using a computer. And it's just to show that sometimes things that when we don't know exactly how they work, it can be a little bit scary and a little bit complicated, and sometimes they end up in a little bit of a disaster. But once we learn how, once we learn how things work and they don't become so foreign, it actually can be quite fun, and it doesn't have to be so scary. So enjoy. It's not too loud.
Mrs. Stout.
I can have a go at this computer thing myself. I'm sure I can do just as good as Cathy and the Dayton. Power on. Press any key to continue. Any key. There's no any key on. Try that one. Search. Yes, please. Search. What's that for? Search for what? Woman needs man. Oh no, that's fucking Wogan. No. Woman needs man. Search. You dirty bastards.
Okay, so that's just to show that I know things can be really scary, but once we learn, it's not so scary anymore, and we learn the hang of things and what we should be looking for and shouldn't be looking for. And that's the purpose of this talk, is to learn about Facebook, how it can benefit us, and how we can be a bit more in control. And then beyond this talk, if anyone is interested in actually learning more on how to do these things, so that you can use it more actively, we can arrange for that. So I want to share some of the benefits to Facebook. And as I say, this is not to try and convert anyone to become one of those rah-rah Facebook peoples, but it's just to try and show you what's possible. an expat community. We have friends and family all over the world, and one of the best things is that you are able to share stuff via Facebook with your friends and family. And that's not necessarily what you had for breakfast, because I know that's sometimes way too much information, yeah, and tired, and oh my god, I had such a bad day, and you know, it can be what you did at a family dinner, pictures of that. For example, I have one grandfather who's 82, 83, he's on Facebook, and I have my other grandparents who are not on Facebook. And in all fairness, I'll be honest and say, the grandparents that aren't on Facebook don't see half of what's going on because they never get to see the pictures I post, and I'll be honest and say I'm a bit too lazy to email them. So my grandfather that's on Facebook, he sees so much of what's going on, and when I do Skype him, he'll say, oh, I saw you went to Narden, and I saw you went here. And it's because I'm lazy and I just put it on Facebook and I know he's going to go look at it. So in that regard, it's really nice just for your family and your grandchildren and daughters and friends, and that's really nice. And you can control who can see it, and even you can say, okay, only friends can see it, but then you can choose out of those friends, your family, who can see it. So say, for example, you don't want your second cousin twice removed seeing it, but they're a friend of yours on Facebook, you can make sure that they can't see it. So you're in control. But again, it's great for sharing. You're also able to chat with people, like emailing. So if you don't have someone's email, but you have them on Facebook, you can drop them a private message, completely private, and you can have a conversation with them. It's quick, it's easy. Again, I'm a lazy person, nice and easy, just send a quick message, hey, how are you, what's happening, or can you send me someone's number without having to go look up email addresses. You can also call people via this setting, like you could Skype, for example, without having Skype names. Again, it's a great way to connect with friends and family and so on. Another thing I really love about Facebook is events. You can stay up to date with friends' events, so dinners. You can create your own event and invite your friends, and within that event, you can just all discuss who's bringing what to dinner, so you don't have to send out 17 emails. Can you bring the salad? Can you bring the wine? Can you bring the... Within the group, you can discuss who's bringing what, and you can all discuss it, and it's all organized, quick, easy, and efficient. You can also stay up to date with what events are happening within Amsterdam, for example. And it's all there, and it tells you, it reminds you, quick, easy, efficient. For someone, it's just who's lazy like me, it's all there without even having to try.
May I just ask, so
Yes.
if you create an event, then you invite friends to join that event,
Yeah.
and then the information is only shared within that group.
Yes,
Correct.
good thing. So only the people that are invited to that event can see what's going on in that event, and then you can discuss within that event, and yeah, it's only for those people.
How do you do that? How do you do it?
That's a good,
That's
that's a
the
good
next step.
question.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the...
So you'll all see on your seats there was a piece of paper, and it said, would you like a workshop on Facebook? But what I was thinking of doing is creating just a how-to guide of how to do these certain things, step by step, and I can email it to everyone of how to do these certain things. So I'll take a note, events, and I can email you how to create an event and then how you invite your friends. But if you want to also go and just play with Facebook to have it, okay, I can email you exactly how to do it with pictures, where to click, everything. And it is super easy and efficient. And as I say, it's all at your fingertips, it's all in one place. You don't have 17 emails floating around trying to remember who's bringing what. And the other thing is, example, you're having a picnic in the park, it starts to rain last moment, and you decide to quickly change the venue. You just post on Facebook, venue change to so-and-so's house, and everyone can see venue change to so-and-so's house.